Everyone named in P. Diddy's sex abuse lawsuits. Full list. It seems like we're about to witness something on the scale of Epstein and Weinstein, but with a tech twist. From royalty to Grammy and Academy Award winners, we're going to break down all the A-list celebrities mentioned in the court documents against P. Diddy, along with some shocking allegations. First off, that entire filing was absolutely explosive. I don't see any scenario where he avoids responsibility, particularly criminal liability. P. Diddy, also known as Puff Daddy, or by his real name Sean Combs, has been recognized for years as a prominent rapper, producer, and label executive. Whatever you call him, he's no stranger to legal battles. Just this week, Homeland Security raided both his Miami and Los Angeles residences. According to former prosecutor Melba Pearson, they're likely searching for specific evidence. The feds are conducting raids at 3 different properties belonging to P. Diddy, including homes in California, Florida, and New York. I suspect they're looking for videos, according to the allegations made by Cassie Ventura in the filings. Diddy had a habit of recording himself either abusing others or forcing others to abuse each other for his pleasure, and he would allegedly record it all. So I think that's one of the key pieces of evidence they're seeking. They're also likely looking for other evidence to corroborate statements made by Little Rod, Cassie Ventura, and others who have come forward claiming they were abused by him. They're searching for corroborating evidence and building the foundation for what could turn into a huge criminal case. As of now, Diddy hasn't been arrested, but he's certainly dealt with numerous legal issues in the past. Just last year, Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, known as Cassie, accused him of sex trafficking and sexual slavery. She claimed that Diddy raped her and beat her so badly she was left bruised. Cassie also accused him of forcing her to have sex with prostitutes, all of which was recorded on video. She further alleged that Diddy forced her to carry a gun. Cassie filed a lawsuit against him under New York's Adult Survivors Act, but they settled out of court just a day after the suit was filed. Another woman, Joy Dickerson Neal, also filed a suit under the same act, accusing Diddy of drugging and sexually assaulting her back in 1991 when she was a college student at Syracuse University. And last month, music producer Rodney Jones, aka Little Rod, filed another lawsuit against Diddy. This 73-page suit outlines numerous allegations, including that Diddy forced Little Rod to hire prostitutes and have sex with them. It also claims that Diddy assaulted Little Rod himself. But those aren't the only explosive accusations revealed in the documents. Little Rod publicly names other celebrities he says assaulted him. I'm not sure if Cuba Gooding Jr. will be able to escape this one. Let's start with the allegations against Academy Award-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Little Rod claims Diddy was, quote, grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This nightmare became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. while they were on Combs' yacht. There are even photos of their interaction that are laid out in the court documents. In one picture, you see Diddy and Cuba talking, with Diddy's arm around Cuba. In the next shot, Cuba has his arm around Little Rod with a smirk on his face. According to the court docs, quote, Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, inner thighs, groin area, lower back, and shoulders. Mr. Jones rejected these advances, and Cuba didn't stop until he was forcibly pushed away. Over the last few years, Cuba has faced similar allegations of sexual assault. So now, in addition to those prior claims, we see him tied to this case, accused of trying to assault Little Rod and possibly others. Back in 2019, Cuba was booked on charges of forcible touching and sexual abuse after allegedly groping a woman in Times Square. By the following year, 3 more women had come forward, accusing him of unwanted sexual advances. Eventually, he reached a plea deal requiring 6 months of counseling, avoiding jail time. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Because now there are 2 separate instances of similar behavior, separated by years. I think there's something here. I'm not sure that Cuba Gooding Jr. will be able to escape this one, especially since he's already been distanced by Hollywood circles following the initial accusations. So, at this point, I doubt he'll get away a second time. Is it possible that he could face charges based on Little Rod's allegations? Yes, but the statute of limitations could be an issue. Depending on the time frame of when these events took place and whether it falls under the Adult Survivors Act, which allowed for the filing of many of these civil suits, time will play a crucial role. This case will be witness-heavy. It's not likely to involve DNA evidence, but will depend more on testimony from those who were present and can corroborate the events. The question is, will witnesses be willing to come forward? Little Rod's lawsuit also names another celebrity associated with Diddy, Jennifer Lopez. The filing mentions J-Lo when discussing Diddy's history, stating that his, quote, RICO enterprise has existed for at least 20 years, dating back to the 1999 nightclub shooting in NYC, where Mr. Combs had his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez bring an illegal firearm into the club. The court docs claim Diddy forced his artist, Shine, to take responsibility for the shooting of several people. This incident occurred on December 27, 1999, during a nightclub brawl. Both Diddy, J-Lo, and Shine were present, and former rapper Mark Curry has claimed that Diddy paid Shine $1 million to take the blame for the shooting and serve a 10-year prison sentence. Little Rod's lawsuit now suggests it was J-Lo who brought the gun. Could this be incriminating for Jennifer Lopez? Possibly, but there's a big caveat. No one died in that shooting. If no one was killed, the statute of limitations could have already passed, meaning J-Lo might avoid criminal charges. However, the damage to her reputation could be substantial. Since then, she's rebranded herself, no longer Jenny from the block, but now married to Ben Affleck and presenting herself in a different light. Her past might come back to haunt her, and this could impact her future movie and music deals. While J-Lo could theoretically file a defamation suit, it's unlikely. When it comes to defamation, truth is an absolute defense. If Little Rod has proof to support his claims, like photos or witnesses, it will be hard for J-Lo to claim that he's making it all up. But Little Rod didn't just name musicians in his lawsuit. He also mentioned British royal Prince Harry. According to the court documents, Mr. Combs's sex trafficking parties drew political figures, artists, musicians, and dignitaries, including Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Why even mention Prince Harry if there are no allegations against him? It seems like it was a move to lend more credibility to the claims, showing that Diddy was using his fame and connections to protect himself. Just because Prince Harry attended a party doesn't mean he knew what was happening behind the scenes. This is particularly true if the party took place in a large mansion with many floors and rooms. It's completely possible that Harry was present but didn't participate in any inappropriate behavior.